All right, Shalom, Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash, double honors and elders at Great Millstone who rule well. And peace and salutations to you sincere brothers out there laboring across the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth. Uh, pushing the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, pushing Israel, pushing all of that stuff to the four corners of the earth where, basically people it's coming to a time where people are gonna have no excuses for why they rejected the gospel. And shit, we're pretty much seeing it. People pass by the camps, and they might think, something in their mind, or they might think they're getting away with something, or what these guys are saying isn't important. Even though we have the Holy Bible in our hands, and basically they it's neither not for them, they aren't chosen, or they're not called, or maybe they do come up and they become marked, and so they hear the gospel and they reject it, and the Lord marks them. But this is something I wanted to jump into real quick, because we actually had a woman come up. She said she was the sister of some. She said I forget the specific name, but it doesn't matter. The specific name of who she said she was a sister of. It was some dude. He's some known Israelite or something. I forget the actual specifics again, Salakia. But basically, she had a proud look. She was rude. And she just, that's why, brothers make so many videos about the woman, and talking about, women coming to righteousness, because the only thing that's going to push them to, with women, only thing women respect is power. And so when the time comes of destruction, and the curses and the enemy, and it's time to go to war, then a lot of these women are going to line up, and they're going to, try to get into order. But for now, it's really slim pickings, because there's so many opportunities to do wickedness, and there's so many, pitfalls, and these women, they don't have a mind or a spirit to be able to discern these things. But this is something, that the scriptures describe today, because the scriptures describe a lot of things, a lot of phenomenons that Esau just can't, figure out. Esau doesn't know what causes. Especially with these women, I've seen a lot. This is Numbers 5 and 25. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord, and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar. And afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. And when he hath made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled, and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her, and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. And of course, if she's innocent, then none of these things will happen. But if she's defiled, then all these things will happen. Basically, if she committed adultery, the Lord will cause these things. And I just looked it up, because that's what these women do. They commit adultery. They get from man to man. Which really, once they pass the first man and they deal with the next man, they were never formally married. And then, the man doesn't sign them a bill of divorce or anything. But in this society, you could just, keep it moving, and fucking migrate to the next person. That's technically, that's adultery, because now she's left her husband. He didn't dismiss her, but now she's getting with other men, and the next man, and the next man. Hey, this kingdom is totally perverse and adulterous. And I just looked up lipo. You got all kind of places that do lipo. These are mainly Esau's neighborhoods, of course. Lipo. The big stars, they all doing lipo. And this is one of them things. Let me see. because it actually shows you basically the fat. This is this is according to Esau science. Basically, the fat starts to swell up, and boom, now your leg looks like that. It's got that cellulite around it. Yep, and it says what? This is medical news. It says basically between 80 to 90% of women will probably experience cellulite. So, this woman who came to our camp, she had a bitch fit or whatever and stormed away because we were talking about certain spiritual matters. We weren't talking about her in any specific way or saying anything specific about her, but we were talking about spiritual matters, an assortment of topics. But basically, man, it's gonna come down to a point, because hey, brother's gonna keep teaching, Lord willing. Things are gonna keep rolling along, but at a certain point, when shit hits the fan, these women are gonna do what they've always done. They're gonna look for that covering. They're gonna look for that protection. They're gonna be looking for men of understanding who know what's going on. Just like right now in this society, they're looking for men of understanding who know what's going on, on the left hand, with Esau. They're looking for the rapper. They're looking for the athlete. They're looking for the drug dealer. All this bullshit. And they're not thinking. Then they run in the church on Sunday, and then everything is just hunky dory. Like the Most High is just a complete fool to the kind of bullshit that they're doing. Here it is. They don't believe their own bullshit, but the Most High is supposed to. That's why this place is gonna be destroyed. But back to the facts. It says numerous treatments available, but the effect is mostly temporary. So they don't even have a permanent solution to something that's written in the scriptures. Um, yep, lumps and dimples in the skin, and that's basically it on that. 80 to 90% of women may experience cellulite. So this society is basically, man, all of these women. That's why when brother said they're correct, all these women are basically defiled, and you can see it right there. Now the priest didn't sprinkle that water on them, but they still the thigh her thighs still rot and the belly will swell, and that's another thing. They get that little pouch, and the woman shall be a curse among her people, and these women have become a fucking curse among our people. And once again, Esau, this is why we call him the damn devil, because they put that shit on national TV. They make that shit cool. They put it in your face. Uh, they don't censor it. They don't say anything about it. Everything is fine. Everything is cool. And and pretty much, Salaki, they become a curse among our people. Going out, brothers, hey, it's all kind of accounts for brothers with dealing with these hoes with, emotional attitudes and all that. Hey, that shit, hey, y'all busting me out shot gonna have to destroy a lot of these women. A lot of these women, they're just gonna be cast into the fire. Okay, and of course, if the woman was found innocent, then of course, she could go, she could be blessed, and I believe it says, yeah, she shall conceive seed, she shall be free, and so, um, that 80 to 90%, that's crazy. They got and Esau being the damn devil, because these Edomites behind the scenes, like we always talk about, these so-called elites, they understand the scriptures, they understand how they're able to apply them to today. They're able to create a moisturizer that's able to take away cellulite. Even though I'm pretty sure it's probably a temporary thing. They actually got something. They got a lot of products. Matter of fact, that I'm here, they got a lot of products aimed at stopping cellulite. But again, why do you get it? Yeah, because that just goes to show you the nature of a man. You know, he's jealous because why? Because you're dealing with other men, and there's nothing wrong with that. Just like Yahweh, is jealous. If we deal with other gods, we deal with other philosophies. We don't do the things that we're supposed to. Uh, hey, the same as with men, with women. So yeah, the Lord did give men the spirit of jealousy. Okay, and this is what the scriptures talk about uh, uh, with our women and with our men. It said Deuteronomy 23:17, there should be no whore of the daughters of Israel, nor a sodomite of the sons of Israel. Okay, so there's really supposed to be no whores of it, but it's become the cool thing to do. It's become the trend, and you know, basically, once again, man, every woman is just following a trend. Every dude is just following. They follow the same trend. These, you know, it's not as many sodomites as it is whores, but because you got a lot of whores, and it's a trend. And the scriptures also say what? Another spiritual thing that people don't understand why they do. The whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks in her eyelids. And I'm not gonna say the woman who came to the camp was a whore, but you know she had haughty looks and she had those dark eyelids. You know, and it's so spiritual because these women they don't understand why they do it. They don't understand why. You know, why do they have that dark eyeline on? Why do they do that? What's the what is in that spirit that causes them all to do that? Because they all do it at a certain point. You know, some of them could be natural, but you know they put that line on. They put that, and that's the new trend too. The blush. You know, the blush over the eyes. Oh shit. So you know, I'm not gonna go too far, you know, too hard into the subject because you know, look at this shit. Man, this society, man, this society basically, like the old movies say, this society is a rest haven for hoes. This society is a fucking rest haven for hoes, and they allow it, they push it, and that's why on a of course, like brothers always say, on on a moral level, this society is totally corrupt. It's totally wicked. It's totally off. But that's another reason why the mother teaches the daughter. She teaches her how to be a whore. The mother's a whore, and they continue on to fill up, you know, the streets. You got all these places where these single women are. In those places, wherever you see a whole bunch of single women pop up, I know because I live next to a whole bunch of them. You know, you see them going through it. You see them loud on the phone, obnoxious. None of them have any fucking class, any fucking manners. And then what do you start seeing? More crime. Because the damn single woman, she can't control her household. You know, it's very rare, and she can't keep a man in the house. You know, and these women they get lonely. They be trying to get you in there. You know, I don't want to. I don't want to watch your kids. Fuck all that. And that's why this work is so important, man. Because this world will catch you up. You know, because you know we're all men. We all have aspirations of you know those natural things come where you want to have a family and all this little shit. Hey, the way this place is looking, it ain't looking good for all that. You know, the truth, the word, just like the elder said, the elder Makaba said, put up a video. Look, let wisdom be the woman that you seek after. I'm paraphrasing, but that's real talk. Let wisdom be, excuse me, Sophia. Okay, and then you know, last one, Isaiah 3:16. Moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of haughty, the daughters of Zion, select your haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. And that's how you know, again, that these Edomites know the scriptures, because what do? They make high heels. They get them, put them in them damn high heels. Not every woman is wearing high heels. You got little girls in middle school now. You know they used to you know wear just the regular stuff. They'll wear what the boys wear, or which was off too. But There'll be tomboys or whatever. Now they got them in 6-inch heels, not understanding that that's not the proper attire for a young woman. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Another way that we know who the Israelites are, because the daughters of Zion, the Israelite women, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion is gonna be smitten, and that's what's going on. They need that weave. Edomite women, they ain't buying up weaves like that. They got wigs and shit. They ain't doing it like that. And not just the so-called black woman, but so-called Latino, so-called Native American women, they go through it too. But the black woman being, the Judite woman being the head tribe, they go through it the most. Okay, and it's nothing. It's crazy because once again, we're supposed to be royalty. It's nothing to see our people. It literally is. They're just one click away from being butt ass naked. And you don't have to go to a bad website. You can go to Twitter. You can go to Instagram. Boom, half naked. I could pull it up, but I'm not gonna do all that shit. You get the point. So call hello Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shah Bashim Kakadash. Hey, the scriptures, man, is no getting around it. It's a double-edged sword that cuts through everything, through sinew, through flesh, through spirit. It is what it is. If you a willing daughter of Zion, you follow the scriptures, hey, continue to follow, and it will behoove you to get with the man of the Lord. Hey, Lord, what is edifying for you, Shalom.